Testing. There we go. It had the wrong microphone assigned. Thank you very much for that. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. Looks like I'm finally able to get Rumble chats to show up in Streamyard. Because that's me chatting from Rumble. So I can not have to like switch screens every so often to make sure I'm keeping up with that. So that's good to know. And the little, it doesn't show it on your end, but it does show on my end. It's got the little YouTube icon in the corner for that. If it doesn't have it, then it's Rumble. Thank you. Yep, I was going, wait a minute, I've got the microphone on. It says it's on. And I took a look and it's like, oh, it's a microphone for something that isn't set up for it. So, alrighty. I also went ahead and did a little bit of work on my camera setups. I now have the boom, this camera here on a much more stable, well-built tripod. And it seems to be less likely to, I mean, I can bounce it around a little bit, but it's nowhere near as wobbly as it used to be, which makes me very happy. Part of that is also I replaced the little dinky that are normally about this long quick release mount screw or mounting screw to the really long one. And it actually goes all the way through the boom, which is really nice because that means it is it's not going to accidentally like tear out the threads because there's a whole lot of them. Hey, Jailrees, nice to see you on too. Thank you very much. All right, so I am going to get started. It's regular moves both sides. And I've come up with, apparently I will need to get a larger monitor somehow because the size that'll display everything is still a bit small text-wise for me. Still not feeling all that great. My ribs are still pretty sore, but I'm definitely doing, I mean, I am improving. And I just, oh, there it is. I just realized I hadn't seen my, the beater sword. All right, so I think we need to have that up just a little bit. And with the new camera boom, I should also be able to finally switch it around to where the camera tripod is to my left side over there. And actually, do I even need that one for this? Let's see. Let's try just dropping it down a little bit. I think that's about the right spot for it. Okay. And then I can move this camera around to the front where it's facing me so you can get a view from this on viewpoint and occasionally catch my ugly mug. All right. So on the right, we're starting with move 40. Going to exchange 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. That's 9. I moved the computer a bit closer so I get the monitor better, but I forgot it tends to bump that. So 9, 10. And 11, 12. And 13, 14. 15, 16, and 17. All right, and that looks right on the color chart. And I'm gonna move this back just a little bit more. So hopefully nothing whacks the side of the computer too much. Oh, no, I had just forgotten to display that one. Sorry about that. Yeah, with Streamyard, to bring those up, you have to click on them and then click to hide them again. Alrighty. Sheds 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in reverse. So 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Check that looks good. Oops. There we go. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4. Did I miss that one? 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4. Okay, there we go on the top. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And left side, going to exchange 5, 11, 17, and 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slight change for the when I pop on the Lego stream with Valhalla and Making Law Simple. It's going to be moved up to the 13th of April at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 and 19. So I'm going to try and have my new camera setup tested and in place before then. It's the same equipment that I was broadcasting. I'm just going to have it set up in a different configuration. Since I only be able to have one camera, I want to be able to have it where you can see me and the Legos at the same time. All right. I think so. Rats. I think I got a little sliver of metal in my thumb. I was just out in the garage putting up another roll-up curtain or roll-up blind or whatever, so that I can have better lighting control in there. But yeah, I think I will be. It's about 10 days away, so a week from Friday, or a week from Saturday. Sorry, not a week from Friday, a week from Saturday. So I should be okay. I'll have like the day off before and that day off. And so I'll have plenty of sleep. I can stay up and stream as long as necessary and let my wife know about it. She's okay with that. So, all right. And sheds 4, 6, and 9 in reverse. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom and 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7 and 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And one, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7 and 8 on the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Just wasn't sure that was going to turn out correct. And we are ready for the next move. On to 41. Be a normal move on the right and the left. And there we go. Still getting used to the different monitor setup. All right. And 5, 7, 9, 11, 15, 17, and 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6. 7 and 8. 9 and 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. And 15, 16. And 17, 18, and 19. And sheds 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 in reverse. So this is every other one. So 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. That one's actually not that hard to do because I leave 3 in between the ones on the top and the bottom. The spacing works out pretty good for that. All right, and then 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And left side, we're exchanging 3, 7, 9, and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7, 8. 9, 10. and 11. And sorry, eyes are deciding they want to burn right now. All right, so 5 and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Not doing too bad with only one eye open. I'll go grab a Kleenex, and that should let me dab out enough that it'll improve. Alrighty. Next move is 42, which will be a normal move on the right and start of an edge transition on the left. And hey, Marmar, good to see you on. Hello, just got back home. Forgot to click notify me for the stream. Sorry to hear that. However, I forgot to post my usual announcements other than just creating the streams. So everybody that's got here theoretically got a notification of some type or another, or they were aware of it ahead of time. I don't know if I noticed that it was a few minutes late to. I don't know if you noticed that I was a few minutes late to the stream tonight. I was editing my community post. Well, congratulations on that. I'm guessing you have an active channel too. Wasn't aware of that. I'll have to check it out. Hey, Gwen, Gwen and Marmar exchanging greetings, and glad you could make it. And YouTube seems to be the first thing I turn on when I get home, and the live stream was in for the first spot. Woohoo! Hey, Making Law Simple, good to see you on. Hey, I just want to apologize. I didn't realize I had a prior commitment on April 20th. Yeah, no problem. Actually, it works out better for me that way because I did have a trip to Delaware on the 20th during the day. And this way I'm not driving for about 4 hours prior to the stream, which should help a lot. I'll probably also take a midday nap just to make sure I'm alert for the stream. Hey, Philip Martin, nice to see you on. Hello, hello. And for those that were unaware, I have been able to get it to where if you are on the Rumble side, which we have 3 people, well, down to 2 people now watching over there. If you chat, I will see it in Streamyard, and I can bring it up in Streamyard. So give me just a second. I'm going to grab a Kleenex and see if I can't get my eye to stop burning. Forgot I pre-staged a box a while back, so I don't know why my eyes do this, but every so often they just suddenly burn and tear up, and it's usually like one eye at a time. And rubbing them with your hand, rubbing the closed one with your hand doesn't really help, but dabbing it lightly with the Kleenex seems to work really, really well for getting it to go away. So I'm doing better now. Alrighty, and let's see. Yep, I've had to use those before. And alright, so 42. I'm going to exchange 1, 3, 7, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and also I got to go home from work a couple hours early today because the power went out because it was rainy. However, it wasn't all that power loss wasn't all that large. Apparently, just my work and the really close surrounding area, because everywhere else the street lights were working. And there was power when I got home. Power did not go out here. 11, 12. And 13, 14. 15, 16. Oops. Let's get all of that. Oops. And there we go. 17, 18, and 19. I have a really nice, really bright flashlight I use for constable work. And thinking that I might want to get a similar one for my day job, just in case, to see if that can't be improved. I mean, I don't have to use just my cell phone light for that. Let's see real quick here. Naps are definitely good on Lego Stream days. Yep. I also have the advantage of having a nice modafinil prescription, but it works better if I do get a good amount of sleep as well. Gwen, I'm not that active on my channel. Alrighty. And sheds 1, 2, 4, and 5 reverse. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And left side, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, 13, and 15. There's 1. Needs a bit more of an unroll. 1, 2. Probably only going to go a little bit more than an hour, just to make sure that I've get enough sleep tonight. This morning was not a fun morning to wake up. I had a migraine. Doing much better now, 3, 4. But I usually tend to have like a rebound about 12 to 24 hours after the end of the initial onset of the migraine. So I'm expecting tomorrow is not going to be all that great too. So having a little bit extra time to get up and around and ready for work will be nice. That's assuming power's back on at my work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and okay. Now, this wasn't quite looking right on the color chart, and I just realized I was misreading it. So 13, 14, and 15. That looks right. We had one router actively running when the power went out. It's our least accurate router, but apparently the spindle on it is in really good shape, because it took about 8 minutes to go from power loss until it finally stopped spinning. And sheds 1, 2, and 5 reverse. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. I was thinking, I hope it doesn't like melt the plastic because it's not moving other than the spindle spinning. And then I realized if it's taking that long to spin down, it's not actually really touching anything. So it's probably not transferring a whole lot of heat energy. So it should be fine. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And we pull up from the bottom for the second half because it's a edge transition. And we are ready for the next move. On 243. On the right, we're going to do a single move edge transition. So it's going to do pull up both from the bottom and then drop the top one to the bottom rail. Does the bottom moves first. And on the left side, it's going to be the second half of that edge transition. So we'll do the top moves first there. And go back here. And the camera looking down the braid looks like it's shifting to the side. Okay, that's odd. It's probably me moving the Taka-Dai, because if I push on it relatively hard, that'll do it. I mean, because the table's less stable than the tripod apparently right now. Alrighty. And I also need to leave enough time when I'm done with the stream to feed the cats their gushy food, because I was using the time I would normally do for that to work out in the garage and shop and get another blind up. I'm sure it was moving, Gwen. It's just I think it was the Taka-Dai itself, not the tripod or the camera. And we're going to exchange 1, 13, 15, and 17 on the right. There's 1. That needs an unroll. Actually, probably a couple of them do here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14. 15, 16, and 17. And sheds 2 and 4 are reversed. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top. And nope, 5 on the top. I'm sorry. 2 and 5. All right, so 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. And yep, there we go. Checksum is good. And okay, so this one goes over here to the bottom on the left, and 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And pull up the bottom one here, and it goes to the top on the left side, and this one here gets dropped straight down there. All right, we're good there. Left side, we're going to just exchange 13 and 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, and 15. And since this is the second half of an edge transition that has 2 moves, we'll be doing the top moves first. So, going to exchange or reverse sheds 1 and 5. So 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And yep, there we go. I'm going to go up over this last one here. And yep, there we go. And bottom one goes up to the top on the right. And so bottom one is 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. And just over those last 2 there. Top one passes through to the bottom on the right. And then the next top one goes straight down the bottom rail without passing through the shed. And there we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to, whoops, helps if I click on the right screen, on to 44. And right side is going to be a regular move. Left side is going to be a regular move. They should be relatively quick. And let's see. You can be late, especially if you're feeding the kitties. They should be okay. Like I said, I'm only going to be probably about a little over an hour on the stream today. And it's not too far off when I normally do it. And this is treat food, not their normal daily kibble. And we just need some kitty tags. I mean, I want to see at least one cat. I don't think I'll have one up here tonight, but for the next stream, I will try and have at least Serby up here. Anyone else think the Tama look like hair rollers, or is that just me? No, I can see that. They're a little short and thick, but not too bad. Approximation. Marmar, oh, they totally do. Not just you. We really should know, but brain isn't crazy yet. Let's see. Got about 3 people watching over there. And on Rumble, just curious to see how many there were, but I can at least see it now if they got chats. So apparently you have to generate an API key to get StreamYard to play nice with Rumble. Alrighty, and I think we are good to go. Just a second here. Okay. 3, 5, and 11 on the right. So 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And the rate my ribs are healing, it's probably going to be 3 to 4 more weeks until I'm feeling normal, based off of what other people's experiences are with similar things, and the expectation and how fast it feels like it's getting better. I'm definitely keeping up with the ibuprofen. If I can keep up on that, I seem to be relatively mobile. All right, and sheds 1, 5, and 6 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, and 3, and 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. go. And left side, we're just exchanging 5 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, and 7. And only shed 6 is reversed. This should be a fairly easy one. And I'm guessing that this is, there you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Thinking I probably should adjust the camera a little bit so got a better view of what's going on. All right, and one, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And old Maker's Mark is showing up a little bit. All right, and on to move 45. On the right, we're just going to exchange 15. Sheds 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8 are reversed. Left will exchange 3, 5, 7. And sheds 2, 6, and 7 are reversed. All right, and then back to here. It's great that you got that figured out so you can see the rumbles chat. Yep, I am definitely stoked about that. All right, let's see if I can do this. And I think that worked pretty well. I can drop the light just a little bit. There we go. So it doesn't have so much white balance washout. Alrighty. And we're just exchanging 15 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And sheds 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8 reverse. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6 on the bottom, and 7 and 8 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7 and 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And I'm even going to be really good with the Lego stream and not even open up the box until the start of the stream. So it's going to be entirely cold. Left side is 3, 5, and 7 are exchanged. All right, so 1, 2, and 3, 4. And 5 and 6 and 7. So that's good for that. Sheds 2, 6, and 7 reverse. So 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Check some is good. And there we go. One of the tama wasn't hanging properly, so the shed wasn't opening up the way it's supposed to. Just got to give it a second for the tama to settle. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. Making pretty decent speed. It's been about 45 minutes. So I'll probably stop at move 50. All right, we are ready for the next move. And on to 46. Right side, going to exchange 11 through 19. Sheds 2, 5, 8, and 9 are reversed. Left side, we're going to exchange 15 and 17. And sheds 7 and 8 are reversed. There we go. Thank you very much. I'm glad it looks a little better. I was thinking it was a little close in. You could see the pattern well, but you couldn't see much else going on. And as you can see, the maker's mark, the mini maker's mark is just about done. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11 and 12. And 13 and 14. Fifteen, 16. 17, 18, and 19. And sheds 2, 5, 8, and 9 are reversed. So 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And 1 on the top, and 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top. 5 on the bottom, 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Pretty sure I got that counted right. It just feels wrong for some reason. But it looks good. Mini maker's mark is almost done. And left side, we're just going to exchange 15 and 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16, and 17. This doesn't want to untwist here. Let's see if we can give it a little bit of assistance. It's not all the same color, so it's easier to tell which way they're twisted. This one does not want to come apart. All right, I think I'm about there. There we go. And yep, that was the last one there. All right, and shed 7 and 8 reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, and 7 and 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, and 7 and 8 on the bottom, 9 on the top. Checksum is good. So I think that needs a little bit of an unroll. And pass that on through over to here. And go. Have a quick drink here. And we are ready for the next move. On to 47. On the right, we're going to exchange 5, 11 through 19, and just shed 9 is reversed. And left side, we're going to exchange 5, 7, and 13 through 19. Shed 6, 7, 8, and 9 are reversed. Alrighty. And thank you, Gwen. I'm kind of happy with how it turned out as well. Good to see you on Daily Dysfunction. And just curious how many are watching over on Rumble. Got 2 people watching over there. All right. And 5 and 11 through 19 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16. 17, 18, and 19. Earlier today, I was watching or listening to a YouTube thing on the invention of the blue LED light emitting diode and what was involved with that. It was an interesting listen. If you like that, it was pretty good in my opinion. And shed 9 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the bottom, 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Okay. Oops. Nope. 9 is reversed. That means I still pull from the bottom first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the top. 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Now the top one passes on through. And left side, 5, 7, and 13 through 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Well, even if I'm having issues with other types of stuff I do throughout the day, it looks like braiding is not causing me any issues. I'm still feeling pretty good about it. And sheds 6, 7, 8, and 9 in reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 48. On the right, we're going to exchange 11, 13, 17, and 19. And we're going to start with an edge transition, and shed 6 is reversed. Left side, we're going to exchange 1, 7, 13, 15, and 17. Sheds 1, 6, and 7 are reversed. And thank you, Gwen, for the reminder. Please hit the like button. And if you like this content, please subscribe and share it to your friends. It really helps doing all the YouTube-y things. And go. 11, 13, 17, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 and 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, 18, and 19. And shed 6 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Something is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. We just pull it up from the bottom though, because it's the first of a 2-part edge transition. Left side 1, 7, 13, 15, and 17. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Oh, speaking of other videos that I've watched recently that might be worth it, Brandon Herrera has a video talking about the new zombie gun legislation. which is essentially they want to make it so that it is harder for FFLs to comply with new requirements for D-mill parts kits. Basically, when they demill a firearm so it's not usable, they have to destroy it in certain ways, like torch cut in 3 places and a few other things. But there's still a lot of decent parts in there, and so you can import something like that and then buy a, through another FFL, a low receiver and a few other parts, and then take the disassemble the remaining working parts in the D-mill kit and make a firearm that way, which has pretty much always been perfectly legal. And these are usually rifles and not part of any likely crime waves, because it's usually like old military, older firearms. They all have to be semi-automatic, because you can't do fully automatic without a license to essentially make them. And they haven't added any civilian ownable fully automatic weapons to the National Registry of the National Firearms Act since 1986. So, sorry, a little ranty there. Apologize for that. All right, and sheds 1, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Okay, yeah, it's not an edge transition yet. That's the next move. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And hey, we're up to 10 people watching on YouTube and 1 other person on Rumble, so we've broken into double digits. And we are ready for the next move. On to 49. On the right, we're going to exchange 1 and 11, and sheds 1, 5, and 6 are reversed. And since it's the second half of an edge transition, we'll be doing the top moves first. Left side, we're going to start an edge transition and exchanging 1, 3, 11, 13, 15, and 19. And sheds 1, 2, and 6 are reversed. There we go. And just 1 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 1, 5, and 6 reverse, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. My count is off somewhere. All right, let's try this again. All right, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Oh, that's right. This is the second half. So I need to do the top moves first. All right, so 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top, and up over that one. There we go. Now it doesn't look weird. It goes up there. It looks like I got a tama that's not hanging free. There we go. tension wasn't consistent on the left. All right, now we can do the bottom move. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Looks right on the checksum. And that needs a bit of an unroll. And top one passes through to the bottom on the left. And the next top one, since we're ending the edge transition, just drops straight down. And left side is 1, 3, 11, 13, 15, and 19. And 1, 2, 3. Needs a bit of an unroll. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And sheds 1, 2, and 6 are reversed. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Pull from the bottom to the top of the right. And all right, that weave looks good. It's time for a coma slide. And there we go. All right. Let's see. We are looking good there. Mini maker's mark is done. A little bit of the underside showing through, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the pattern there. It just needs a little snugging up. And let's see what else is there. This will be our last move for the night. I've been at just a little over an hour, about an hour and 7 minutes. So I've been making good time. That's about my normal rate. And on to move 50 on the right. For next time, we'll be exchanging 3, 5, 9, 11, 15, and 17. Sheds 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. Normal move there. Left side, we're going to finish an edge transition with sheds 5, 7, 11, and 15 exchanged. Or with Thomas 5, 7, 11, and 15. And sheds 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. And we're pretty much done with the little pocket that has the mini maker's mark. And on to the rest of this iteration of the pattern. And Gwen, could just mean you aren't the only crazy one. Late reply, no worries on that. Quick check on Rumble. Only one other person there. All right, so again, I may stream tomorrow night. I may not. I'm actually making some decent progress in the garage. And I don't want to break momentum on that too much because I need to start making stuff really soon. My LLC is in place. If you haven't heard, it is Kitsune Kumihimo. I got the EIN filed this week. was actually kind of funny. I was going through and was starting in on a site that looked like it was the IRS one. And I stopped to wait a minute and said, it doesn't end in .gov. Let me take a look and check this out. Turns out it's a third-party site that charges you $250 to register an EIN online. And you can do that at the IRS site for free in about 5 minutes if you have all your information. And it's not a lot of information you need. So I didn't spend any money I shouldn't have. I didn't even enter any information. I was just looking through it, and spidey senses were tingling. But yeah, I'm hoping to get something set up relatively soon. Intermediate future on Saturday the 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be doing a Lego stream with Valhalla Awaits and MLS, Making Law Simple. I'm really looking forward to that. I am going to be doing a Japanese castle. It's a bit larger than what they recommend for the stream, but we'll see how good I am with 3D mental imaging and stuff like that. I will do at least one, maybe two more braiding streams this week before the weekend is done. If I don't do one Thursday, I will probably do one Friday before Law and Lumber does his stream. Speaking of which, I should check and see if there's anybody I can send you folks to. Let me do that real quick. Content and live, current stream, customization. Let's see, redirect, who's available? Potentially Criminals live. He's doing the Arizona versus George Kelly. All right, so I'll set that up and save that. And I think that's pretty much everything. I might do a shop stream this weekend too. Hopefully I have it clean enough that it's a little more nice to use. And I'm trying to get better lighting there. I'm going to probably wind up getting some LED light strips that I can put on the underside of the rafters and swap out the current lights that are in there. I figure that'll wind up giving me a lot more light for a lot less electrical use. So I'll probably be doing that fairly soon. Hope to be able to do a fair amount of streams out there. So I think we're doing pretty good here. Thanks everybody for coming by. It's been good to stream with you, making decent progress on the braid. And we'll see you again soon. And as always, stay safe and happy braiding.